After yesterday's historic impeachment vote, California Congresswoman Jackie Speier tweeted this: "Let me be clear, we didn't impeach Donald Trump for the next 8 days. We voted to protect our democracy for the next 800 years."
So let's bring in Representative Jackie Speier, who joins us now. Congresswoman, thank you so much for being here. And a lot of people watched what happened yesterday. He has been impeached a second time, but this is not going to get him out of office. And there's an argument by some on the other side, then what is the point of that? And even what we saw yesterday did more to divide us. So as you sit here now, he's impeached a second time. What was the point if it doesn't get him out of office?
Well, as I said in my tweet yesterday, this was not about 8 days. If we did not impeach him based on the conduct that he elicited by so many people that were moving for an insurrection of our country, overthrowing our country, his words matter. He's never really understood that in the 4 years that he's been president. But when he says, go to the Capitol and fight, and we will never give up and never concede, and we'll never take back our country with weakness, those are all charged words telling that mob to go and desecrate the temple of democracy of this country.
Congresswoman, I'm going to take you back, and some people might not realize or remember that Congressman Leo Ryan is one of the few members of Congress to ever be assassinated while in office. And that happened in the Jonestown massacre. And someone who was injured in that massacre, you were shot several times and survived because you were actually an aide to that congressman. Going through what you went through on Capitol Hill last week, what were your thoughts after what you went through then, and imagine you would ever go through anything like that again?
Well, I certainly never thought that I would be potentially the victim of gun violence in the capital of the United States. I was hiding, crouched down with many of my colleagues in the gallery of the Capitol. The crowd, the protesters, the terrorists were pounding on the door trying to get into the chamber. And then I heard one shot. And when I heard that shot, it took me back in time. And I laid my cheek on that cold stone floor and had a sense of resignation that maybe this was really going to be the end. The one saving grace, of course, is we had law enforcement officers who were in the chamber who had guns that they could draw. When we were in Jonestown, we had no protection, and they came and shot us at point blank range.
Congresswoman, hearing that, it's no surprise that you are now leading the call for an independent investigation into Capitol security. In fact, you signed a statement saying this: even before yesterday's events, it was clear that security at the Capitol was inadequate to address current security threats. What needs to change?
Well, I think it's going to take a wholesome, independent review, because I don't think we can look at what happened there and not realize that we were so flat-footed. I don't believe that our Capitol Police were properly trained because, frankly, this hasn't happened in over 240 years. We've never had a terrorist group attack the Capitol. But now that they were successful in doing so, we become a target, and that's why it needs to be fortified in ways that it hasn't been in the past.
Representative Jackie Speier, we certainly appreciate your time today. We're glad that you and your fellow congressmen and women are safe and sound today, but certainly appreciate your time today in this historic day.
Good to be with you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.